So if you want your face to be slimmer, you want everything to be a little bit higher so that if it goes down, it goes perfect. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start with eye primer. I'm really sorry if you hear some like loud wind outside or some loud noise or, you know, fireworks, because it's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Okay, let's start with primer. I'm going to be using the Aoa Wonder Skin Poreless Primer. This helps with hydration and also with pores, I guess. I don't really see any change in my pores, that's why I say I guess, but yeah. And as always, we're gonna give it some time to dry before we put anything on top of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys the foundation I'm gonna use before I do my brows. Please excuse its appearance, but this is the CoverGirl, the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, and I'm in shade 745. This has SPF 20, which is perfect for summer, because this is a glow up. I believe you should see everything. So I'm going to use the same brow pencil that I always use. This is the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim in medium brown. So always remember, if you don't know where to stop when you do your brows, you just bring the pencil to the end of your eye, and that's where you should be stopping. Always remember that the end of your brow should be the darkest, and it should get lighter and lighter as you go inwards. Line under your brows with the concealer first before you bring the concealer down to your lid. Brow is like the thing that takes the most time for me for makeup, but I feel like it's worth it because your brow frames your face, so you want to make sure that it looks good. And the trick of makeup is you always want to start small and then add a little more as you go, because if you put too much, then there is no way to go back. It's harder. Then, as always, just bring the leftover on the brush up. You're still gonna put foundation up there, so it doesn't really matter, but you just want to finish that frame right there. Alrighty guys, done with the brows for now. We're gonna go back to the face. Okay, so you all know already the foundation I'm going to be using. So I'm gonna use my lemon drop from Mikasa Beauty for this. Don't forget to check out the description box. I always have everything I use listed or linked down there. So just putting it on the back of my hand. Hopefully this is my shade. Haven't used it in a while. Then first I am just spreading the foundation all over my face to see how much I have. Then I blend after. As always, make sure your beauty sponge is wet. Wow. Just remembered why I love this foundation so much. Do you guys see that? Do you see like how it just blends with my skin so nice? The only thing I don't like about this foundation is it has a very heavy fragrance to it. I don't know why, but it does. But I just love how it's like, it's just blending into my skin so well. It like melts into my skin. I'm just gonna take whatever's left on the sponge on my lid, but I'm gonna use a different products for my shadow base after. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next product. I'm still gonna use cream, so I'm not gonna jump into powder yet. I'm gonna use a oldie but goodie. This is my BH Cosmetics concealer. This is a light medium. This is pretty much like a concealer wheel, I would say, because it has everything you need in one. And using the same sponge, I'm just gonna use the yellow from the wheel and grabbing it from the top corner of the sponge and apply it under my eyes to brighten it a little bit. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually doing like a little triangle. That is to brighten my eyes and to give it that, you see like the difference between this eye and this eye. It's like brings the light like under your eyes and a little bit lower. Then also I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. Don't forget to look up whenever you guys put anything under your eyes. You need to look up so that the concealer goes inside the crease, pretty much under the folds of your eyes, so it does not crease when you put other products after. Okay, so I'm just gonna put whatever is left on the sponge on my nose, on all over my T-zone, so pretty much my nose, my forehead, on the lips and the chin. Then you can just take like a different side of the sponge to blend it all in if there is a harsh line. Wow, I really love this foundation, you guys. Just remember why I love this at the first place. Like, it's so easy to blend, it's so easy to like apply things on top of, and I believe the shade is just perfect for me. The reason why I'm using a yellow concealer instead of a regular concealer is to brighten under my eyes and on my T-zone, if I didn't clarify that. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to actually cream bronzer, but I'm gonna use a brush for this just for a little bit more precision. So I'm going to use this brush right here from Aoa Studio. This is the high definition brush E109. I like it because of the angle. So I'm just gonna take the darkest color from this light medium concealer. So yes, this is a concealer, but I'm using it as a contour as well. Then we're gonna start from the top, I guess the top of your ear, or this hairline, the end of your hairline right here. Just gonna make a little dot first, and here is gonna be the darkest of your concealer. I'm gonna just make a dot and going downwards And then I'm gonna just flip it, bring in your brush and flip it this way, just like that. So when you make, because this is probably gonna go down when you put a little bit of powder on top, so you want to make sure that it actually is a little bit above the halo of your face, so that if it goes down, it doesn't go all the way down. Because the reason why we're doing contour, like cream contour or just contouring in general, is to give our face that like slimmer shape. So if you want your face to be slimmer, you want everything to be a little bit higher, so that if it goes down, it goes perfect. If it goes lower than how it's supposed to be, then it's gonna be worse. It's gonna make your face look a little bit funny. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other eye, so I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side of my face. Just dotting it first so that I see where I'm coming from. Bringing it up, then bringing the rest on my temple. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of a large size forehead, so this is going to help slim my forehead pretty much. You see, I'm putting a shadow on this side right here and bringing it to my hairline, blending it to my hairline to make everything look natural. That's pretty much the ideal here. So you pretty much just bring in the brush and making a little, I don't know, triangle from your temple to your forehead and bringing everything, pulling everything into your hairline to make sure that everything is well blended. And then in the middle, you just make a little bit, just a tiny little bit towards your hairline, just like so. Okay, once you have that on your face, we're gonna go down to the jaw. So the jawline, you're just gonna follow your jawline and bring the concealer downwards like so. So that pretty much giving you the shadow, giving you an illusion that you don't have a double chin. And because this is a makeup transformation, it's okay to wear a little bit of heavier makeup. Then always make sure, mamas, when you put something wet on your face, make sure to always use powder to dry it up, because you don't want that thing to be slipping and sliding all over the place, right? Right. So make sure you just blend everything very well. Take your time to blend in things before you set it, because once again, once you set things with a powder, it's not gonna budge, it's not gonna move anywhere. So you want to make sure that everything is like the way you want it to look before you set it. Don't forget your nose. I almost forgot my nose. I always do that. Anyways, the nose, you just bring it from like higher up, like by your eye area on your nose bridge, and you just bring it down. This is just to give an illusion that you have a little bit of a longer nose. So obviously this is gonna be a preference. If you don't want your nose to appear that long, then you just start from wherever side you want it to look, and then you just bring the rest on your pointed on the point of your nose like this. So as you can see, I didn't add any more concealer on my brush. I just used whatever was in there because, well, I don't really like my nose to look too bronzed. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna move on to powder. We're gonna powder everything up right now. So unfortunately, I don't have any other powder palette, bronzing contouring palette right now, so I'm gonna use the oldie but goodie BH Cosmetics contour palette. This is the contour palette, yeah, by BH Cosmetics. Okay, so first we're gonna use this sponge brush right here by Jaclyn and Morphe. This is the JH07, and I'm actually going to just use this palette for everything. So I'm gonna use the yellow from the palette to set all the yellow concealer on my face. So I'm just gonna make sure there is no creasing under my eyes first. And then setting it with the powder. I can't believe how good this foundation looks, you guys. I still... So when you set, you don't want to drag anything, you want to actually press into things. And this brush is perfect for that. Okay, then once that's set, then we're gonna move on to the bronzer. So because I'm already using a contour cream contour, I'm just gonna use like a little bit of a lighter color bronzer. So I'm gonna use this one right here. I'm going to use this e.l.f. tapered brush to apply it, just a little bit. I'm just gonna start with a little bit, and then I can always add more after. As you can see, I'm bringing it up like so, just like how I applied the cream. Then setting the top here, just like how I applied the cream earlier as well. Always remember to take your time to blend things. That's the key for a good looking makeup. You can just grab any blending brush you have for your nose contour. It doesn't have to be a specific brush. You guys count in the comment section how many times I say I love this foundation. I really love this foundation, you guys. Okay, next we're gonna move on to blush. The look today is gonna be a little bit on the exotic side, so everything gotta be a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Modera Metals. And then I'm just gonna use this orange right here. I'm gonna use a stippling brush just so everything is evenly distributed. This is the Aoa High Definition E106 stippling brush. And then I'm putting it on this side of my face. So as you can see, I'm not concentrating it on the apple of my eyes. As you can see, I'm not concentrating it on the apple of my cheeks. I'm actually bringing it up to giving my face that lifted look. But if you like a little bit of rounder look, then obviously feel free to put more on the apple of your cheek. Okay, so actually before we move on, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm using my e.l.f. makeup mist and set. This is just a different packaging, but I'm using the large one. I just put some in here. This is the makeup mist and set original, so this is not the matte, just the original with vitamin E and aloe, I believe. So I'm just gonna set it. Okay, for those of you who don't know how to wear or how to spray your face to set it, you can just make like a plus sign or a cross sign on your face so that you get all the parts of your face. Okay, now that you're close and personal, I'm going to set my brow concealer first before we start anything else. I'm going to use this e.l.f. palette right here. It's a very beautiful palette. This is part of their holiday edition. I'll put the name right here because there is no name right now. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this matte color right here from the palette, and I'm using a flat brush. Just gonna go ahead and set that whole concealer you put underneath our brows. So once we have that in place, I'm gonna go ahead and choose my transition color. Okay, so for the transition color, I'm gonna use this like a light orange color right here from the palette using a fluffy brush. For the brush, I'm going to use the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH30. This doesn't have to be precise, you just need to apply it. Always tap off the excess so that it does not fall on your eyes or face. As you can see, I just concentrated it on the outer side of my eyes. I didn't really bring it in, but just a little bit like that, and I'm just gonna do that on the other eye. Okay, once we have our transition color, we're gonna move on to the outer crease color. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more denser brush for this. So I'm using this Makeup Revolution brush. It's just the same as the one earlier, but a little bit denser. I'm going to use this dark brown right here from the palette. I'm just going to concentrate it on the outer corner. So I'm going to make a little V, just like so, and then bringing it up to the crease. Then filling up that gap after. Just taking a little bit at a time. Make sure you take your time on this because this is a darker color. Whatever is left on my brush, I'm just gonna bring it on this side first because it's too much. I need to blend. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend the crease color now without adding any more color into my brush. So I'm mainly concentrating it on the outer corner, but just bringing it a little bit inwards, just like so. I'm doing the same exact thing on my other eye. Slowly adding the colors. Wait, so that didn't go as well as planned, so I'm just gonna take a clean brush and then I'm gonna blend that a little bit. Just realized, you guys, that I didn't actually use any powder on my lids, so it's kind of hard for me to blend things now because it's just the foundation that's on my lid right now. So learn from my lesson, you guys. Always prime your lids. I don't know if you guys have it, but my eyes are not the same. So this eye is always a little bit difficult to work with, but that's okay. See how precise it is to use this type of brush? So I'm just gonna use this to like draw the line, I guess. Draw the precision where I want it to go, and then I will use the Makeup Revolution brush again after to filling the rest. Alright, I think that's enough. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab a flat brush or a semi-flat brush to put the inner colors. I'm actually gonna use this very bright orange right here for the inner color. And then now I'm just blending the two colors in the middle so that it's not so harsh. Remember, the key to a beautiful makeup is blending. Blending, blending, blending. Okay, and now we're gonna bring some colors down into the lower line. So I'm gonna use that dark brown and just connect it with the color that's up here. I'm using Jaclyn Heel and Morphe JH39 to do it. And I'm only doing it halfway down my lashes. So I'm putting the color all over my lashes, but halfway. As you can see, I'm literally connecting the two colors. You see? On the part that I didn't put any color, I'm just gonna wipe this with I have a towel right here, so I'm just gonna wipe the same brush, and I'm using the transition color, not this color right here, but the transition, so the light orange on the rest of the lashes that don't have any color on it. I did this so that it brightens up my eyes a little bit. Just like that, and I'm doing the same exact thing on my other eye. For the highlight color, I'm just gonna get a similar brush as the one I got earlier. So these are called pencil brush, I believe. And then so make sure the brush is like, you know, it's a little bit pointed and small so that it's precise. I'm gonna get this yellow right here. I'm gonna get this yellow right here as my eye highlight color. So I'm gonna put it right here. And that's that. I love this look. Wow. I didn't expect it to be this great. Since I don't use makeup that often anymore, I feel like I should be rusty, but I'm not. I'm so surprised. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Oh my gosh, I really don't like this. I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible long wearing pencil. So apparently this is just a black eyeliner pencil, and I'm just gonna put it on half of my lower waterline, half of my waterline, if it can work. Then I'm going to put it on my tight line as well. Okay, and then now we're going to move on to liquid eyeliner. I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof waterproof liquid eyeliner. The other eye is always the hardest. There you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna move on to lashes. I'll show you guys the lashes that I'm using after, but I'm not gonna do this on camera. Sorry, mamas. I'm just not that great with lashes, so it's gonna take forever, but I'll be. Okay, anyways, the eyelash I'm using is actually the Extension FX. This is by Ardell. B Curl. So yeah, this is B Curl, or I'll just leave it down in the description box if I'm saying the wrong things. But yeah, and then the glue that I used was the Aoa Studio Super Strip Lash Adhesive Aoa Studio. This is the black one. I really like it. I used this to apply it on. That helped all. I'm gonna move on to the lips now. For the highlighter, it is the Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby. I feel like this is the perfect highlighter for this look. Alright, mom, so that's pretty much today's makeup transformation, mom glam makeup transformation. What do you guys think? This is my summer makeup transformation. We are looking very exotic with my hair. Do you guys like it? Do you guys like my natural hair? Yes, by the way, this is my natural hair. I just didn't feel like doing my hair today, and I feel like I'm gonna stick with this for the rest of the summer. I don't know, but anyways, this is what we got for today. I changed my lips also. I didn't like the combo earlier, so I changed it to the Adrian Vittadini actually Studio. I changed this to this, but if you have anything that's similar to this, then go for it, mama. That's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me your feedback down on the comment below. I would like to know what you think about my hair, about this look. If you want anything else like this in the future, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I post videos every Tuesday and Thursday Hawaii time, 8 a.m. or Pacific Standard Time. Anyways, that's pretty much for today. Thank you so much for watching once again. Bye, mamas.